Hi, my name's Dr. Dawn Heiman and I'm an audiologist, and today I'm going to show you why you need to be not only on Google, but you need to be on Yelp. We used to spend a lot of money on Yellow Pages. No more Yellow Pages, because Google is king. But I'm finding that Yelp might be the queen. You need to have presence on all types of devices and computers, and I'm going to show you not only how, but I'm going to show you why. Okay, so here's the deal. You need to be in the phone book, right? But nowadays we don't have phone books, we have Google. And you need to be on Google, and I'll go into that. Beyond that, you need to be in Yelp. I saw last year a post on Facebook asking, it was a closed audiology group, asking about why would an audiologist want to be on Yelp? And 99% of the responses were, I hate Yelp, Yelp's terrible, Yelp never brings in anything, why would you do Yelp? And meanwhile, I'm thinking, wow, we get a lot of referrals from Yelp. I wonder why that is. And I chalked it up to the fact of, hey, you know what, maybe it's our Chicago market. People must have the app, they're using Yelp, great. I've had some issues with laptops recently. So I'm using 3 different computers for different reasons, right? And I found that, for instance, on this particular laptop, and I'm like, oh, it looks just like a Google listing. And oh, there we are. But you know what? It says on Yelp. If it's Yahoo, it's now linked to Yelp. A different laptop that we have in the office, it defaults to Bing. I don't know if it's HP and it's based on MSN or something like that, whatever, but it defaults to Bing. So I went to Bing and tried to look myself up, hearing aids or whatever, and I couldn't find our office. I couldn't find us. And then if you scroll through all of these through Bing, these are Yelp listings. They have Yelp testimonials and things like that. So there's just 2 reasons. My third reason is I got an iPhone in the past year. And I had always been a Samsung person. And Samsung, as you know, on their platform, on their phones, they are run by Chrome and Google and things like that. So you get Google Maps, right? So if I ever looked up something and I needed to drive there, Google Maps would find it and take me there, right? So you think, okay, Google is king. Google is still king. So I had to take my daughter to an orthopedist appointment. And I know I'd been there before. And it was in Western Springs. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna wing it. I've been here before, I'll go. We normally go to a different office. And I get to where I think I am, and I'm like, okay, I look really familiar. This is familiar, this intersection, but where are they? And then I look on the map, I go to the app for the map on my new iPhone, and I can't find Hinsdale Orthopedics. And I'm like, that's so odd, this is so weird. And I'm panicking because the appointment's in 5 minutes, right? So I real quick go, oh, this is silly. So I download the Google Maps app, type in Hinsdale Orthopedics, and guess what? There they are, I'm a block away. It looks like the same intersection, but it's not. So when I'm in the appointment, I'm like, wait a minute, this is not good for them, first of all, because you can't find them on the map on an iPhone. So I look up our office. I look up Advanced Audiology Consultants, and whew, oh my gosh, we pop up. And then I'm thinking, why? And I look at it, and it's our Yelp listing. Now, I paid for Yelp for a year, and I thought, oh, it's just, they give you a nice free video and things like that. And I think, that's a good thing, Well, I stopped using Yelp about the same time that we opened this other office in Woodridge. And I added our Yelp listing and things like that. But I'm finding now that if I look up advanced audiology, or I look up hearing aids in my area with the Woodridge office, it doesn't just pop up. Number 1, we don't have any reviews. No one's reviewed this office through Yelp. Number 2, I've never paid for advertising for it. So 3 strong reasons why you need to be on Yelp, possibly 4. Most people nowadays are using iPhones, and it defaults to an app that's using Yelp. And if you want your office to be found, you need to be on Yelp. Second reason, not everyone uses a MacBook, but a MacBook Pro or something would use that same map using Yelp listings. Yahoo, Bing, all of them are trying to compete with Google, so they're jumping on board with Yelp. So you need to have a presence on Yelp. All of these systems that are free, Google, technically Yelp, even Facebook is free. So how do they make any money? They're making money off of advertisers. So you need to throw them a bone or two. Even if it's $1 a day, you need to have an ad. And we're finding in our office that most people have no idea how they found us. On Friday, for the first time in a while, I thought, you know what, this Google thing, Google owns YouTube, Google has the Google business where you go in and you create your business, and then you also create a Google Plus, and you need to have everything all synced together. You need to put videos out there, you need to add in posts for your Google listing and things like that. And they also at the bottom say, hey, would you like to advertise? And I thought, you know what, I'm not doing Google AdWords because we have such a saturated market. But what if I created the right ad and it's a low budget ad and I just try? Wouldn't you know it, the next morning, this was Friday afternoon, Saturday, actually it was closer to 2 o'clock, I was seeing patients and my front office staff had already left. I answer the phone and it says, this is a Google listing call. It prompts you. So I knew where the person was calling from. And he wanted to know our system, he wanted to know how this works, all this kind of stuff. And at the very end, after taking all his information, I asked him, how did you find us? What made you decide to call? And he goes, oh, I don't know, I was on your website and all this. He didn't remember that he had seen us through a Google ad, which I know because the telephone told me. Even when I tried to prompt him, you sure you weren't on Google? I'm like, what about Yelp? He's like, no. I was just kind of out there on the internet. They might not tell you they found you from Yelp. They might not tell you they found you from Facebook. They just know that they found you. And you want it to be easy, and you want people to find you. And organically, you also want them to report back to others and say, hey, I found this person online and I appreciate it because I read their reviews. So you can say, well, you know what, and it's just in passing in a conversation, since you found us because of the review and you didn't know those people, can you pass it on? Pay forward to the next person and tell them about this experience. This is the new Yellow Pages. We used to spend a lot of money on Yellow Pages. No more Yellow Pages, because Google is king. But I'm finding that Yelp might be the queen. Or who knows what's happening. But as this whole crazy marketing world is changing, I want you to save your money from a direct mail piece that maybe you get 0.12% return on your money and then find out that person had normal hearing, as opposed to doing a long-term campaign where you can have pictures and videos and all of that good stuff. Make sure that your office is present and that you come to the forefront, because we already know you're awesome at what you do. But you're competing with some really big budgets for some companies who are all about sales and store, and they have an entire marketing department, or they have an enormous multi-million-dollar marketing budget. But you're probably better than they are at helping people hear. So you need an insider's view, and this is it. So today, I want you to go on many different devices in your office or at home and start searching hearing aids and find out, are you popping up? If not, you need to figure out how to go into, it's like business.google.com. If you don't already have a business listing, you need to create one. If you don't have a Yelp listing, easiest thing to do is just call their phone number and let them help you. They're not bothering you, they are helping you. So I hope this is helpful for you. You guys have a great day, and here's to elevating your practice. I know you can do this. If you have any questions, email me, message below, tell me if you like this or not, and suggest the next topic, because I want you to succeed as much as you want you to succeed. So have a great day. Bye-bye.